Okay, this next story. I can relate to this one, and it's awful. It is a 3-year-old boy who got ran over by a car. Obviously, the person driving the car could not see the baby. I mean, it's understandable on that. And they were moving slow, but the baby was in the wrong place, in the wrong spot, that person could not see the child. And the child made it through with only some bruises on his forehead, which is remarkable because that wheel went right over his body. I can't believe that. You know, it was shocking to watch the video, but I can relate because of this. When Maverick was 3 years old, I got him in court. I got custody of him, and shortly afterwards, we got him enrolled into preschool or Head Start or whatever it's called. And on the very first day that we got there, in the parking lot, as soon as I opened up the door, he started taking off running because he was excited. He didn't even know where the hell he was. You know, he didn't know he was going to school. For some reason, he was excited. So he took off running, and a truck, a four-wheeler, they had the big giant tires, you know what I'm saying? It's the big rigs, whatever you want to call them, came into the parking lot to drop off their kid and was going through the parking lot too fast, and his wheel lined up to my child. I mean, right up to my child. And I grabbed the back of his hoodie. He had like a little hood thing that came over to his head. I grabbed it and I pulled him back just in time. And the truck, when he put on the brakes, it was like 2 feet before it stopped. So I mean, the rest of the day, I almost cried. I came home. I was like, oh my God, I just got him. You know, I just got custody of him, and look what happened. I couldn't believe it. So these kind of accidents can happen, but in this case, the person wasn't going fast. It's just that the child was so small that when they came around the corner, they couldn't see the child. And luckily, the child made it through that, but it's like very scary. I remember seeing a video in China where a child got ran over a couple times, and people just watched and didn't do anything at all. They just watched, and somebody was videotaping this whole thing. Something about, I think it said something about people can get sued if you try to help and you're not successful, or if anything happens to the child, you can be blamed. You know, so people just stand back and don't do anything. And anyway, in this one, just watch the video. It's down below in the description. Tell me what you think of that. Have you had any experience like that where your kid has been, you know, in a very dangerous situation like mine was? From that moment on, as soon as he got out of the vehicle, I had a hold of his hand, and I made sure. I did that for a couple of years, actually, just because, you know, with Maverick, he wouldn't even look both ways before crossing the road, when normally children would have at his age a couple of years later after that incident at preschool. So anyway, let me know what you think. You guys have a good day. Thank you for watching, and God bless.